Welcome once again. So, good morning, all. I'm Dr. Prashant Panse from Medicaps University, Indore. I would like to thank the organizer to giving us an opportunity to deliver a webinar on this particular hottest area of the today's scenario, COVID-19. We already discussed in previous session about the how education is moving. We also gone through with the some pranayams which can be helpful for our healthy life. In my topic, I would like to cover the roles. What are the role of information technology? What is the role of networks? How we can use these particular technologies to overcome the this COVID-19 effect? Whether this technology is helpful in this scenario. So I'll put some my views on this topic to in front of you, and I would like to request if anybody wants to have any question, they can raise the hand. I would like to make it interactive rather than a kind of a lecture kind of thing. So I'm starting presentation. Meanwhile, I'm requesting everyone to keep off your video. So let us start. So I'm Dr. Prashant from Medicaps University. I would like to discuss the roles and the impacts of information technology as I belongs to information technology branch. I'm associate professor in Medicaps University Indore. My topic basically covers the few concept only that what COVID is, what is the impact of COVID, what is the role of IT, what IT is. And out of these four topics, I hope two topics are very clear to everyone. That is what is COVID-19. We'll not discuss much more other than that it is a coronavirus disease, comes in November 19. Then when we talk about information technology, what information technology is, so a lot of definition you can find out regarding information technology. That it is a kind of the approach that how we can get the maximum information from the data using technologies. The technology could be applied to any branch of engineering. It is not restricted to the computer science only. Whatever technology you are using new to get the information from the data could be comes under this. Then we discuss about the actions in response to this coronavirus pandemic, that how IT can play a role. What are the things which can be useful as of the IT is concerned. So coming to the impact, like as you can see on the slide itself, when we talk about this coronavirus pandemic, it creates lot of change in everybody's life. Now everybody is thinking of that how can they continue their jobs by putting themselves in the self home location or somewhere where they feel safe, putting themselves in the safe location and start working from there, and try to that there should not be much impact on their either businesses, either jobs, and so on and so forth. And as you can see, during this time, there is one big question raised in front of most of us, that where is the society? How these societies are actually ordered? How these are actually governed? Are the things which reach to the end user is reaching? So lot of questions are there in the mind. Definitely, when we talk about the COVID-19, initially no one has thinking of this part. COVID-19, some people are used to make a jokes on COVID-19. And now we know that if you think about COVID-19, it's a big fear in your mind. Even I would like to share one of the example of one application launched by Government of India, Arogya Setu. If you installed Arogya Setu app, updated app, it is give you one red exclamation mark on the top right corner. Probably you notice that. Okay, and when you click on that particular red exclamation mark, it will give you some warning that whether your sample is collected, are you a COVID positive. Initially, most of the people will just having a fear of those particular warning, whereas that warning was actually for a person whose sample is actually being collected or who is detected as a positive. So there was some little bit misinterpretation. If you study the complete line, complete message on that particular red exclamation marks, it will give you an idea that what it is actually. So when we talk about this kind of things, when we talk about IT role in any mm, pandemic situation, so definitely it changes a lot. It will come into the new platform where we are working. As many examples in front of you, most of you are working with the IT industries and the engineering colleges and now universities and colleges. So you can have a idea about there are a lot of meeting softwares nowadays are being used. Zoom, which we are using right now, is one of the best example of this. Now when we talk about this impacts of COVID and role of IT. So basically, first thing comes into the mind is, can IT help? So the answer is definitely yes, because yes, IT can help a lot, and we will see how it can help us. So if you look into the part of IT, how it can help, just think of a situation which we are facing right now. We are all right now at a home. We are doing our jobs, whatever jobs are assigned to us, whatever businesses are there. We are trying to maintain the same pace, although it is somewhat tough to maintain the same pace, but still, yes, people are doing. So this is what IT is playing an important role, because now consider the situation. If you don't have any kind of meeting softwares right now, what could be the scenario? Because as we go from since last March, 23rd March 2022 till now, most of the schools, most of the colleges, most of the universities are taking their academics on this. Most of the meetings are going on, not only on specific Zoom I'm talking about, but I'm talking about a platform, information technology platform. And when we talk about this information technology platform is playing an important role, then definitely yes, because network and technology, these are two things which combines together and give an idea that how people can access themselves. If I took a simple example of few years back when WhatsApp was not there, then you can imagine when WhatsApp was not there, what was the situation. People used to have a kind of traditional way to communicate. They used to use SMS, where SMS was charged up to some rupees, and the technology come up with the WhatsApp and so on. And similarly, I am working in this domain since 1996 in information technology. So I saw a lot of change, and how this change plays an important role in not only COVID but in overall scenario of the development of the country as well as the globe. So if I look into the major area of this impact of COVID, so I limited up to some few areas. It's not only few areas. Lot of areas were there where the COVID has affected. As you can see, apparel and textile, auto sector. This auto sector includes automobile sector. This also include parts, automobile parts, manufacturing companies, aviation, tourism, shipping, non-food, building, constructions, lot of. Okay, there is no end of this affected sectors list. Wherever you see, as in the previous section, Dr. Pathak spoke about the change in education. Like people used to have a virtual classrooms, people used to have a virtual internship. Okay, and no doubt people are doing virtual jobs also nowadays, as we can see. Many of the IT people are doing their work from home. Although work from home culture was very old in IT sector, but nowadays many of the people are using those kind of concept. So definitely the when we talk about work from home or work from remote area, definitely we need to have some kind of connections from our end to the next end where we want to work actually. So IT plays a role, and the sector which can possibly uptake. Now these are the very interesting things which I want to share with you, because here the comes of IT role come into picture, like digital and internet economy. This is very a kind of the sector which is booming up because of this COVID-19. And the chemical and pharma, obviously we need to have a different kind of drugs to protect ourselves as a precautionary measure also, and if someone affected with that, that fellow also needs a drugs. But I'm focusing on this digital and internet economy. If you can look into the this one, so this digital and internet economy, what actually is, how it can help us, question arises. And when we talk about this, how it can help us, so there are different sectors of the information technology, which I'll few sectors I'll cover, of a few small units of information technology I'll cover in this particular webinar. So as you can see here, the role of IT, there are few things written on the slide, that what data is, how it is valuable. So I'll just give an idea about how data can play a major role in information technology. So definitely, you want to analyze, if you want to analyze the pattern of COVID, if you want to analyze the structure of COVID, if you analyze the um, number of people who are affected with COVID, you require that data, and you require some kind of mechanism. Either it could be from data analytics point side, which is one of the area of information technology, or AI, okay, or you can have many different technologies altogether to analyze those data. And definitely, if data is correct available to you, because in information technology, one of the most important thing is the data, that if you are working on the right data set with the right approach, you might be able to find out the solutions. So definitely data plays a very important role when we talk about the uh, disease care. And definitely when we talk about the data, the second thing comes into the picture. If you have a data, what about the security of the data? Because if you are using some data, if you are having some data, there is a primary responsibility lie with you, that you must be able to secure your data. Next, when we talk about role of IT, as you can see, artificial intelligence. So I'm not going to the part of what artificial intelligence is actually. Artificial intelligence is the way, or is the area of information technology through which we will try to make intelligent a machine. There are different sub areas of this learning, how learning can be done with the machines and all those, but it is the mechanism available with IT professionals through which they can try to make machine intelligence. So definitely we require a complete and right data set available with us. And if those data sets are available, and if we apply some right algorithms on those data sets, we can detect the pattern of the spread of viruses, which actually government is doing, and the many researchers in the globe are doing. Although no cure is being assured till now as of, other than social distancing, or I should say physical distancing. Social distancing is not the right word according to me. Physical distance must be there. Socially we are connected, as you can see here, in also we are connected socially on some common platform. So yes, if the data set is available, if the right algorithm is applied, we can try to find out the patterns of the virus and lead towards the treatment of that. And definitely when we talk about the future of the country, the future of the globe, if human to human interaction is giving a problem, or giving a problem to increase the COVID-19, then we can have a kind of scenario where the robots are working jobs of the human. But that should be under the control of human, because if the technology grows high, if you are playing with the technology, you should be able to control the technology as well. Next, when we talk about telecommunication, networks and connectivity, as I can give you the example of this telecommunication. Right now, from 23rd of March till now, many people are using many of the telecommunication devices. Could be mobile phone, could be smart TV, could be any other gadgets. Okay, and that telecommunication and network connectivity plays a very big role in COVID-19. I'm not talking about whether it is only treating the COVID-19. Yes, it is treating up to some extent. With the same, this is the fundamental core of information technology to connect people together, so that they can share their views, so that they can learn from the each other. So definitely many social activities, as we right now can see, if we compare ourselves with the before lockdown and after lockdown, the normally the screen time is very high for everybody. I'm not taking the example of any one age group. If you took the example of your kid, if you took the example of your parents, if you took the example of any age group, the screen time of those people are increases. So why this screen time is increases? Just because of this telecommunication and network connectivity. Because yes, telecommunication companies are providing those facilities so that you can connect and you can be available on the internet as well as on the different networks. So yes, it plays an important role. Coming to the next, the online platforms, as we are already using, and the main thing which I want to discuss here is the disinformation. Now, what is disinformation? Basically, it is one of the another side effect of information technology, that whenever we talk about something, whenever we rely on something, whenever we forwarding some messages over the internet or WhatsApp or any means on cyber world, we must be ensure the source. Normally we do not. This is what I am sharing, the experiences of mine, because I am working in this domain since last so many years. So if you are sharing something, you should know the source, whether the source was reliable or not. Because if it is not, sometimes it may happen, these kind of activity may come under the category of fraud. And yes, our cyber law is having a kind of provision also, not to disperse the information which is not from authentic source, because it may create lot of issues in the society. Coming to the next part, skills, collaborative working and creativity. Yes, in this time people are using so many network technologies, so many IT resources, and they are doing lot of creativity. Those creativity you can find out on the internet, as well as WhatsApp groups, as well as the status of WhatsApp of many peoples. And I would take, I want to take one real example. The more recipes which are being cooked during this lockdown period of rava, besan, and sujis. Although it's a matter of laugh, but it is true. Yes, collaboratively, people are enjoying those recipes at home. So this is what a best example of how people are using their creativity with the help of information technology. Next, about the security and the safety, because as I told you, this is the second side of the information technology. If you are not sure of the source, don't forward the messages. You should be able to secure your machines, you should be able to control your information technology. One of the example which I want to share, live example of this during this lockdown, when initially people used to have this kind of online meeting softwares like Zoom. If I took the example, people used to say it is not safe at all. Actually, if you follow some guidelines which are released by the government also, Zoom is safe. Okay, you should know how to control the things. If you're not able to control the things, anybody can do anything with that. So the same thing happens everywhere. If you are able to control the technology, then it's okay. If you are newer to the technology, you don't know the if and buts of the technology, sometimes it creates a problem. And definitely you should be, while using technology, the more powerful thing is what not to do rather than what to do, because what to do is known to most of the people, what not to do is not known to everyone. So I'm requesting everyone, if you need any kind of help related to information technology, I'll share my number and email ID on the group, WhatsApp group. You can contact me anytime. With this, I would like to thanks everyone for paying attention on this. Now, I would like to just hand over the meetings to Ashish sir. Ashish sir, over to you.
Uh, can you hear me? Okay. Thank you, Prashant sir. First off, I introduce myself, Ashish Pathak. I am assistant professor of Malwa Institute of Science and Technology, and I also working with our NGO Vanya Education Social Welfare Society as a vice president, and our NGO objectives are plantation, education awareness, art craft, yoga awareness, women self defense, and also working a cleaning. And our NGO organize many seminars, and our NGO organized first time in this webinar. So first of I thankful to our experts, Dr. Ravindra Pathak sir. रविंद्र पाठक सर ने एजुकेशन फील्ड पर कोविड-19 का क्या इफेक्ट आ रहा है और इसको हम कैसे पॉजिटिव लें और करियर के लिए कैसे इनहेंस करेगा स्टूडेंट्स के लिए, और फर्स्ट ईयर टू फाइनल ईयर टेक्निकली क्या करना है, जैसे कि एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप के बारे में बताया, मैं क्या क्या इन्हेंसमेंट करना है स्टूडेंट्स को वो बताया। और कन्हैया कुमार, डॉक्टर कन्हैया कुमार सर ने भी स्वस्थ कैसे रहें प्राणायाम के द्वारा ये बताया। और डॉक्टर प्रशांत सर ने आईटी सेक्टर में मतलब क्या संभावनाएं बन रही हैं अभी ड्यूरिंग द कोविड-19 ये बताया, जो कि काफ़ी बेनिफिशियल रहेगा स्टूडेंट्स के लिए एज वेल एज फैकल्टीज़ के लिए। और साइबर सिक्योरिटी के बारे में भी बताया, सोशल मीडिया के बारे में बताया डॉक्टर प्रशांत सर ने। सो इन सभी एक्सपर्ट्स को हमारे एनजीओ की ओर से मैं थैंक्स कहना चाहता हूँ। और जिन पार्टिसिपेंट्स ने, स्टूडेंट एज वेल एज फैकल्टीज ने अटेंड किया, उनको भी थैंक्स कहना चाहता हूँ। और नेक्स्ट भी हमारा जब भी सेमिनार या जो भी इवेंट रहेगा एनजीओ का, तो उसकी लिंक मैं शेयर करूंगा। और ये व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप आप लेफ्ट मत कीजिएगा। और इन्वायरमेंट के बारे में थोड़ा सा आपको एक 5 मिनट बताना चाहूँगा, जो कि काफ़ी इम्पोर्टेंट है हमारे इन्वायरमेंट के लिए। पहले तो हम हमारे इंडिया के बारे में बात करें कि जो बायोडाइवर्सिटी की बात करें, तो मतलब विश्व में जितने भी प्लांट्स हैं, रिवर्स हैं, एनिमल्स हैं, बर्ड्स हैं, ये सब मिलकर एक हेल्दी इन्वायरमेंट क्रिएट करते हैं। तो उसी को ही हम बायोडाइवर्सिटी कहते हैं। और बायोडाइवर्सिटी को कैसे इम्प्रूव किया जाए, एट प्रेजेंट तो इम्प्रूवमेंट हो रहा है। बेनिफिशियल जो सबसे ज़्यादा बेनिफिट जो हुआ है कोविड-19 का, वो हमारे एनवायरनमेंट को ही हुआ है। जो कि जो रिवर्स है हमारे गंगा, यमुना, जिन पर गवर्नमेंट हजारों करोड़ रुपए वेस्ट कर चुकी है, लेकिन तब भी कुछ मतलब क्लीनिंग नहीं आई है उन रिवर्स में, जो कि अभी देखने को मिल रही है। और एयर पोल्यूशन, वाटर पोल्यूशन भी रिड्यूस हो रहा है। लेकिन ये जो इफेक्ट है कोविड-19 का, ये टेम्परेरी रहेगा। इन फ्यूचर हालात वैसे ही होना है। तो एक जब लॉकडाउन ओपन होगा, जब एक नॉर्मल कंडीशन आएगी, तब हमें क्या करना है, इस बारे में थोड़ा डिस्कस करना चाहूँगा। कि हम ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा प्लांट्स लगाएं और रिवर क्लीनिंग पर काम हो, जो कि अभी इंदौर में काफ़ी हो रहा है। क्लीनिंग पर भी काम हो रहा है, प्लांटेशन पर भी काफ़ी काम हो रहा है। तो उसी चीज़ को हम कंटिन्यू रखें। और एज ए हम टेक्निकल फील्ड से हैं, एजुकेशन फील्ड से हैं, तो हमारी सबसे ज़्यादा रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी बनती है। और स्टूडेंट्स को भी इनकरेज किया जाए इस बारे में। तो बायोडाइवर्सिटी के बारे में बोलना चाहूँगा कि 10 बायोडाइवर्सिटी एरिया हैं हमारे इंडिया में। इसमें सबसे पहला तो है मलायन बायोडाइवर्सिटी, जो कि ईस्टर्न हिमालयाज, लद्दाख, सिक्किम में काफ़ी डेंस्ड फॉरेस्ट है। और सेकंड राजस्थान एरिया में है, फिर थार और कच्छ एरिया में भी है, और उड़ीसा में भी है। और हमारे एमपी में 2 बायोडाइवर्सिटी एरियाज हैं, पचमढ़ी और अमरकंटक की बात करें हम, तो ये 2 डेंस्ड डाइवर्सिटी एरियाज हैं हमारे मध्य प्रदेश में। चूंकि अभी कोविड-19 में तो काफ़ी बेनिफिट हुआ है, लेकिन इन फ्यूचर गवर्नमेंट इस पर कुल्हाड़ी चलाए जा रही है। तो उसके लिए हमको, उसके लिए भी मैं एक लिंक शेयर करूँगा, जिसमें कि हमको वोटिंग करना है और वो हम गवर्नमेंट को सेंड करेंगे। तो एक बिल के बारे में भी बताना है आप लोगों को कि गवर्नमेंट एक बिल ला रही है, जिसके थ्रू क्या होगा कि पहले इन्वायरमेंट पे अगर कंस्ट्रक्शन वर्क करना है तो परमिशन लेना पड़ती थी फॉरेस्ट विभाग या पर्यावरण विभाग से। लेकिन अब ऐसा नहीं है, डायरेक्टली परमिशन लेने की जरूरत नहीं है। तो इस बिल का भी हमें अपोज करना है। और इस कोविड-19 से टेम्परेचर भी रिड्यूस हुआ है और पर्यावरण को भी बेनिफिट हुआ है। तो अब ऐसा हम नॉर्मल लाइफ में भी इस चीज को कंटिन्यू रखें तो ज़्यादा अच्छा रहेगा इन्वायरमेंट के लिए। जिस टाइप से एक ह्यूमन बीइंग का रहना जरूरी है इस अर्थ पर, उस टाइप से एनिमल्स, प्लांट्स और रिवर्स, इन सबका भी रहना जरूरी है। अगर इनकी संख्या भी अगर कम होती है तो एक मिसबैलेंस हो जाएगा, जो कि एक क्लाइमेट फ्लक्चुएशन का क्रिएट करेगा, ग्रीन हाउस इफेक्ट क्रिएट करेगा। और पर आफ्टर 10 इयर्स, जैसा कि जो भी इन्वायरमेंट एक्सपर्ट्स बता रहे हैं कि आफ्टर 10 इयर्स थर्ड वर्ल्ड वार जो होगा वो वाटर को लेकर ही होगा, तो वाटर सेविंग भी हम करें अपने घरों में, वाटर हार्वेस्टिंग प्लांट्स लगा करके, या नॉर्मल लाइफ में जो हम वाटर सेविंग कर सकते हैं वो करें। और ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा प्लांटेशन वर्क करें अपने घर के आसपास, और गार्डन्स भी हम डेवलप कर सकते हैं हमारे एरिया में आसपास। इसको लेकर के इनिशिएटिव लें और गवर्नमेंट के भरोसे ना रहें। ये हम सब जो आम लोगों को मिलकर ही पर्यावरण को बचाना है। तो इस हेतु हमारा एनजीओ भी लास्ट 2 ईयर से काम कर रहा है। तो इस काम को आप भी पार्टिसिपेट कीजिए और अपने लेवल पे भी इसको जारी रखिए, यही कहना है आपसे। और बस इस सेशन में क्लोज करना चाहूँगा, और हमारे सभी एक्सपर्ट्स को और पार्टिसिपेंट्स को थैंक्स कहना चाहता हूँ। और नेक्स्ट जब भी इस टाइप का इवेंट होगा तो मैं व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप में शेयर करूँगा सभी लोगों को, और व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप लेफ्ट मत कीजिएगा, यही रिक्वेस्ट है मेरी। तो थैंक्स ऑल ऑफ यू। क्लोज द सेशन। थैंक्स रविंद्र पाठक सर, डॉक्टर प्रशांत पांसे सर, डॉक्टर कन्हैया सर,